the middle of the year and here's a school that's having an awards night. And so we thought it was highly unusual. So in fact, that sort of raised my curiosity. And then I read about what the achievements were. And thus I agreed to come here tonight. It is quite apparent from the speeches that have been given by the head teacher and of course the two masters and the MC and of course the last speaker, the coach. There's obviously a lot of community spirit within the school. There's obviously a lot of collaboration between all the teachers. There's a huge focus on the school doing well, and it is obviously apparent also that the parents are very much part and parcel of the school community. I understand the head teacher just told me that the parents have actually chipped in to do the hosting tonight with the school management. And that of course is wonderful, because when you have parents coming together with teachers and of course the students, it gives a lot of impetus, a lot of drive to the students themselves, because they know that these teachers are behind them, they know that the parents are behind them, and of course they will do well. Not every time can we become winners. I mean, of course, the under 14, under 12, and under 10 have won the competition this year. Maybe next year you may come second, or maybe for the next 5 years you'll come first all the time. You'll win the competitions all the time. But the main important point is this: you must always try your best. And as Master Ranil said, that you must always be disciplined, but you must always have a passion. In anything we do in life, you must have a passion. He's obviously a very passionate teacher. He's very passionate about what he does. He immerses himself fully in whether he's coaching or whether he's coaching somebody to do an oratory contest, participate in an oratory contest, whether it's maths or whether it's soccer. So my message to all the students are that you must always try and do your best. As long as you know that you've done your best, you may not always come number one, but you'll always be number one if you always do your best. And of course, you must be recognized for the fact that you have become number one this year. So congratulations to you. And we, of course, I'm sure the school looks forward to you doing better next year too. The other point I'd like to make also to the parents is that I'd like to thank all the parents who are here tonight, because it is without your support, these children won't be able to achieve what they have achieved. We have seen in some schools and with some students, unfortunately, the parents do not necessarily give them that support. We have seen a lot of students that have become indisciplined or become truant because of the fact that when they get home, the home environment is not conducive to them learning. Home environment is not conducive to them being disciplined as far as the schoolwork is concerned, and of course, overall in life. So ladies and gentlemen, this collaboration is wonderful. I'd like to, of course, thank the management for their hard work, thank the teachers for their passion, and of course, thank the students for what they have done. What is really important, and I think it would be amiss of me to not mention this, the teachers play a very pivotal role in any school environment. This is why we've carried out the various civil service reforms. Teachers have received pay rises, pay increments, but also, as announced in the budget recently, there are many teachers, for example, in Fiji, who have diploma level qualifications. We have now set aside money or funding to encourage them to actually get a bachelor's degree. If they have diplomas, we'll now pay for them to get a bachelor's degree in selected areas of study. We've also now made allocations where teachers who have degrees will also make available to them to actually do a master's program too. And we also have another 5 positions available for civil servants to do even PhDs. As I mentioned in a few sessions a couple of days ago, I remember when I was in school, which is many, many decades ago, that we had teachers who actually had masters who used to teach us in high schools. We, of course, want that position to come about again. So we are offering these various scholarships to teachers, get them to upskill themselves, get them to get the level of qualifications, which will mean they're able to deliver better quality education. It will mean that our children, of course, will get better educated. Because the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, today, 50% of the Fijian population is below the age of 27. 50%. 70% of the population is below the age of 40. So all those of you who are over the age of 40, you are in the minority, including myself. All the people below the age of 40 are in the majority. And of course, these young people, they may be in year 1, year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very soon they'll be in high school. Very soon they'll be in universities. Very soon they'll be working, or they'll be business people. And these people are the future leaders. Within a blink of an eye, they'll be adults very soon. So what we have done through the education system is trying to invest in our future. In this year's budget, we have allocated over $1 billion to the education sector. So with that type of investment, and we're looking at further investments in the education sector, we expect our future to be much brighter. Because all these young people here will have the opportunity to get a qualification. And the reality is, students, you must understand that when you actually get a qualification, when you go to university, when you go to high school, when you get a certificate, even those of you who won, for example, the maths competition, that achievement, that award, that certificate, that degree later on in life, nobody can ever take it away from you. If somebody gives me this cup, it can get stolen, it might break and fall, but once you get a qualification, that's yours, and nobody can take it away from you. That stays with you. So remember that. So remember all of these years also. I still remember some of the most wonderful times of my life was in primary school. I used to go to a school just close by over here when we moved from the Western Division. I went to Gospel Primary School from class 3 to class 6. Then I went to Maris Suva Street, and I went to Maris High. But the fact of the matter is, the sweet memories that I have is from primary school. And the people who had the most marked influence in my lives have been the teachers in my lives, whether it's been primary school or whether it's in the high school. So I think also for the teachers, that ability to draw relationships with your students is something that they cherish, and also the students should cherish. So ladies and gentlemen, with those few words, I'd like to congratulate the school, I'd like to congratulate the head teacher, the management, and of course the teachers who have contributed towards the achievement today. And to the parents, thank you for your support. We look forward to such parental support as these students continue in life. And last but not least, to the wonderful students who are here today, thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you for making your school very proud. And I'm sure you'll do much better. And I wish you all the best in your studies. Vinaka, thank you.